Hi, I'm Andrea Graves, Director of Operations at the Retirement Education Center. And we want to thank you for tuning in to our Retirement Education Center Tuesday Tips. We created our Tuesday Tips in order to provide you with quick, simple ideas to help you reach your retirement goals. For additional concepts on how to maximize your retirement income, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notification bell to be notified when we upload new videos.
Hi, my name is Carson Graves, President and CEO of the Retirement Education Center, and I want to once again welcome you to our Tuesday Tips, where today we are going to be discussing a Social Security lump sum option. Now, many people are not even aware of this option that may be available to them until they actually file for their benefits. And perhaps at that time, maybe one of the administrators will tell them that they have this option. But the biggest question that you should be asking yourself is, should you take this lump sum option? Well, today we're going to be talking about the pros and cons of this particular situation. So definitely stay locked in. So just to get started, let's first understand what is a lump sum Social Security payment. Well, this particular situation is if you actually delay taking your benefits after your full retirement age. Now, understand this has to be after your full retirement age, and then you decide to change your mind, you can actually claim a lump sum back payments for a maximum of 6 months. So it's between 0 and 6 months that you can claim this back payment. Now, just as a quick recap, many of you, if you've been watching our videos for sure, may know that you can start your benefits as soon as age 62. Now, of course, if you do that, you're going to have a penalty on that amount that you start. It can be anywhere from 25% as high as 30%, depending on what your retirement age would be. But you certainly want to think about doing this because this can be a 75% drop off of what your payments could actually be going forward. Also, you can, do a smarter thing and wait till your full retirement age, and that could be age 66 or 67. And then at that point, you'll receive 100% of your benefits without any type of decrease in payment. And you can even be more wise if you have the ability to do so and wait to age 70. And then you can receive those 8% delayed retirement credits from the time of your full retirement age up until this point, and receive anywhere from 124 to 132% of your retirement benefit payment. So now let's talk about, how do you qualify for this lump sum Social Security payment? Well, as I mentioned, you have to have reached your full retirement age. You also have to opt out of receiving your delayed Social Security benefit payments at your designated retirement age. For example, if your full retirement age was age 67 and you were going to receive a payment of $2,000 per month, if 6 months later you decided you wanted to go ahead and receive lump sum payment that's offered, what they are going to give you is a lump sum payment of $12,000. Now, this may sound good, but in just a moment, I'm going to talk about the pros and cons of actually accepting this payment. So for starters, let's go ahead and talk about the cons of doing this. Should you do this or not? Well, one of the things that you're going to have to reconcile is the fact that your delayed retirement credits will now be removed, and it's going to affect the size of your future payments going forward. So just make note that you're not going to be receiving the larger amount of the payment that you would have been receiving had you went ahead and took your delayed retirement credit payments. You're going to be receiving a lesser amount because you've taken that lump sum payment. For example, let's say you decided you wait to age 70 to receive your maximum payment, which would have been $3,000. This is a hypothetical example, based off of your earnings record. You would have been receiving $3,000 per month. But when you go to file for those benefits, the administrator tells you about the option of having a lump sum payment. If you took that option based off of your benefit record, you would receive a lump sum payment of $17,310 right away. This would be 6 times a monthly benefit that you would have received, basically at 69 and a half. See, they go back 6 months. With that being said, your new payment moving forward is not going to be $3,000 per month. It's now going to be $2,885 per month. That's basically 4% less than your maximum payment. So you have to decide if that's a good idea for you or not. Now, one of the downsides of doing this, of course, is that because you're receiving a lower payment, if you were the higher earning spouse in the household and you pass away, where you're not only reducing the payment for yourself, the spouse that would have stepped up into that payment will also have a reduced spousal benefit. So you really have to think if it's worth it or not to actually take that lump sum option. Another thing that you're going to have to consider as well, that if you do take this lump sum option, it may tip you into a higher tax category as well. And if, of course, if you actually get pushed into that higher tax category, that can have a lot of unintended consequences. Of course, it can push your Social Security benefits into the point of where 85% of it is taxed. If it's even more so of an issue where it pushes you out of another tax bracket, it can cause your Medicare Part B and Part D premiums to be increased because of the surcharge of having a higher income for that year. You really want to be conscious about, taking this lump sum benefit and understanding all the ramifications that may come along with it. With that being said, there are some pros to think about of doing this as well. Like if you actually took that lump sum benefit and used it to pay off some high interest debt. And that can be a good thing, right? I mean, we know that we're talking in this example, a 4% decrease in your payment. But what if you had some high interest debt that was like 22%? This may be a smart use of that money. Secondly, you could take this lump sum benefit and invest it as well. And maybe you can actually receive a better return on these dollars. Perhaps there's a piece of real estate that you're looking to buy, and this can be an opportunity for you to take advantage of that property by going ahead and asking for that lump sum benefit. So this could be a couple of things that you can think about, but in my opinion, it all comes down to how long do you believe that you're going to live? If you're going to live, if you feel like your life expectancy is less, this may be a good option. If you actually lived, I would say over 12 and a half years, which is kind of where the break-even point would be, it's going to cost you more and more each year that you're alive that you took this lesser benefit. So these are some things that you're going to want to consider if you are thinking about taking the lump sum payment option. The one thing that I want everyone to know is don't rush into anything. Make sure you get proper advice about this. So I hope that the information in our Tuesday tips will be beneficial for those of you who are thinking about taking a lump sum payment option from Social Security. Please note that these videos are created for educational purposes only, and you should always seek out your own tax advisor, your own financial advisor, and your own attorney regarding your personal situation. Also, if you are looking for a fiduciary advisor to help you with these types of complex financial matters, I highly recommend that you utilize the links in our description below and go ahead and schedule a 1-hour free consultation with us today. And if you found this information beneficial today, we ask that you subscribe to our channel, like this video, and share it with others.